Hello guys, welcome to our channel Astrophysics Pinto. I'm very glad to have all of you today here. And today we're going to be solving a question of differentiation. We're going to be solving y is equals to x power x. We're required to find the derivative of y with respect to x. And this is a little bit tricky question because we should know a little bit about natural logarithms. So we're going to be talking about it a little bit. So guys, this is our equation here. We're required or we're asked to find the derivative of y with respect to x. So I may write the equation in this form. The derivative of x power x. All this one with respect to x. This means with respect to x. So what will be the answer? So we are required to find it. But before solving this equation, guys, we need to have a knowledge of something called natural logarithms. Let's say natural log, which means natural logarithms. Now, what is a natural logarithms? Now, I think you guys have a knowledge, let's say, of normal logarithms. But when we talk about natural logarithm, we talk about a logarithm which is base e. Let's say I have x here. So what will be, in order to simplify this, mathematicians just say that this is equals to ln of x. So now this is what we need to know about natural logarithms here. Natural logarithms. Natural logarithm is just the logarithm of e, base e of x. So we should have this on mind. Now, what if I have, let's say, ln of a power b? Now, this b here must come down, so it becomes b ln of a. So now this is another thing you should know about natural logarithms. What other thing you should know about natural logarithms is how to differentiate them. What if I have, let's say, what if I want to know the derivative of ln of a function of x? Okay? Now, ln of a function of x, all these one with respect to x. Now the answer is going to be 1 over f of x, the function inside ln, times the. So guys, this is the rule or the way of differentiating natural logarithms. Now let me just give you a very simple example. Let's say you have, or you want to differentiate, let's say ln of x. Let's say ln of 2x. All these one with respect to x. Now if we can see here, there is ln of 2x, means that a function of x inside is going to be 2x. I think you can see properly here. Now, according to our rule, my answer is going to be 1 over the function of x, which is going to be 2x, times, if I differentiate this one with respect to x, I'm going to get 2. Now, this is the same of saying 2 over 2x, which this one and this one will die and remain with 1 over x, which is the same of saying x power negative 1. Now, this is the way of differentiating these natural logarithms. Now, there is another thing we should understand in order to solve this equation, which is something called the product rule. Now, what is the product rule? The product rule is a rule used in logarithms in order to find the derivative of, let's say, I have my f of x, which is equals to, let's say, g of x times, let's say, g of x times, let's say, p of x. Let me give you a simple example of this. It's the same of saying y, let's say, is equals to x plus 2 times x minus 2. Now, if you see here I have a function, and here I have another function. All of them must be differentiated with respect to x. Now, I assume I let g of x to be u, and I assume p of x, let's say, to be v. Now, according to the rule, it says that the derivative of v times u, all this one with respect to x, is going to be, now I take this v as a constant. I don't differentiate, I just take it as a constant. But I should differentiate u, with respect to x. And then I should add. I took v now, but in this case I should take u as a constant. And I differentiate v with respect to x. Now this is the rule I should know about about how to differentiate. So guys, after understanding all these stuff, we should come to our question. Y is equals to x power x. Now let's say y is equals to x power x. This is our equation here. Now you say upon apply natural logarithms. Natural logarithms, okay? Now by applying natural logarithm both sides, let's say both sides, I get ln of y, let's say I applied here, is equals to ln of x power x. According to the rule we studied already, this x should come here down, so I get ln of y is equals to x ln of x. So now here guys, this is our equation that we have made another equation. Now if we check clearly here, if we check this one here, this is a function times another function. So it's going to be, let's say this is u and this is v. So you say now let u is equals to x. Okay? Now if you differentiate u with respect to x, you are going to get 1. Yes, 1. Now if you take v is equals to ln of x, what are you going to get? Remember that if you want to differentiate dv with respect to x, of ln of x, as we say in the beginning, you're going to get 1 over x times the derivative of this one here, which is going to be 1. You're just going to get 1 over x. Now already I have discovered that the derivative of u with respect to x equals to 1, and that the derivative of v with respect to x is 1 over x. Now if you remember the product rule, says that dv times u over the derivative of x is equals to v du over dx plus u dv over d of x. Now let's do this. What is v? V we say is ln of x, so we will just write the ln of x times the derivative of du over dx that we have discovered, which is 1, plus u. What is u here? U is just x. What is the derivative of v with respect to x? Is just 1 over x. Okay? Now this is the derivative of this one here. This one, only this one. But what about this one? We have not differentiated this one. If I have ln of y, if I want to know the derivative of ln of y with respect to x, now let me say with respect to x, it is going to be 1 over y times the derivative of this one is just dy over dx. Now this is the derivative of this one here. Okay guys? Now if I come from the beginning, I can say that 1 over y dy over dx is equals to, now I write this one here, ln of x times 1, I just get ln of x, plus x times x, this one and this one will die, I just remain with 1. Okay? Now if you see here, this is 1 over y. Now if I multiply by y both sides, by y, this y and this y will die. I remain with dy over dx is equals to ln of x plus 1 times y. But what is y? I think we may come to the first equation that say y is equals to x power x. So we just write here x power x. If we expand here, we say that the derivative of y with respect to x is equals to x power x. I get here ln of x plus x power x. So now here guys, this is our answer of, if we are required to find the derivative of y with respect to x here, this is our answer. X power x, ln of x plus x power x. Thank you very much guys for watching this video. I hope you increase your knowledge in mathematics. We discussed about natural logarithms, we discussed about how to differentiate them. And please subscribe to my channel so we can keep on doing questions, and just wait because we're going to be doing more questions so we can learn more.